Respect is not something you ask for. It is something people feel in your presence before you ever open your mouth. And most people have it completely backwards. They think respect comes from what they say. The right words, the right argument, the right comeback. But the people who command genuine respect in every room they walk into have figured out something most people never do. Respect comes from how you carry yourself, not what you say. Here's the first thing that makes people respect you without a word. You are completely unbothered by the need for approval. Most people are constantly scanning the room, checking if people are laughing at their jokes, monitoring whether they are being taken seriously, adjusting their behavior based on how others are responding to them. And people feel that energy. It signals insecurity, and insecurity never commands respect. The person who walks into a room and genuinely does not need validation from anyone in it, that person gets noticed immediately. Not because they are loud or aggressive, because they are settled, comfortable in their own skin in a way that most people simply are not. Psychologists call this secure attachment, a deep internal sense of self-worth that does not fluctuate based on external feedback. And research consistently shows that people with high internal security are rated as more trustworthy, more authoritative, and more respectable than those seeking external validation. You stop needing the room to confirm your value, and the room starts to feel it on its own. The second thing that commands respect without words is how you treat people nobody else is paying attention to. The waiter, the cleaner, the person at the front desk, the junior person in the meeting nobody else acknowledges. How you treat people when there's nothing to gain from treating them well is one of the most revealing things about your character. And people watch this even when you think they are not. The person who is warm and respectful to everyone, regardless of status, signals something powerful. That their respect is genuine and not performative. That it comes from a place of real confidence rather than strategic social positioning. And that kind of character is rare enough that when people see it, they remember it, and they respect it deeply. The third thing is the way you handle disagreement. Most people either fold immediately to avoid conflict, which signals weakness, or they get defensive and emotional, which signals insecurity. The person who commands genuine respect does something completely different. They listen fully. They acknowledge the other perspective without abandoning their own, and they hold their position calmly without needing to win the argument. There's nothing more quietly powerful than a person who can say, "I hear you, and I see it differently," without raising their voice, without getting rattled, and without needing the other person to agree with them. That calm, grounded disagreement signals psychological strength, and psychological strength is the foundation of real respect. The fourth thing is presence. Real, undivided, genuine presence. In a world where everyone is half distracted, where phones are always face up on the table and eyes are always drifting, the person who gives you their complete and genuine attention in a conversation is giving you something rare. And people feel it. They feel the difference between someone who's listening and someone who is waiting to talk. They feel the difference between someone who is genuinely interested and someone who is performing interest. When you give people your full presence, when you make them feel like the most important person in the room for the duration of that conversation, they walk away from you feeling valued. And people deeply respect the person who made them feel that way. Respect is not built in grand moments. It is built in the quiet ones. The way you carry yourself when nothing is at stake. The way you treat people when nobody important is watching. The way you stay calm when everyone else is reacting. Build that consistently, and you will never have to ask for respect again. Wealth Rewired. See you in the next one.